Up+Adam.
Tractor systems are offline.
We are Beyond FM.
Beyond FM.
The future of broadcasting is here.
Up+Adam with Adam Montiel. It's community content from Concentrate. It's Up+Adam with Adam Montiel.
Some say life is where it begins. Straight to the stars is where it ends. Yes, some say life is just where it begins. Straight to the stars is where it ends. Only to start again.
Robin, thank you so much for being Up+Adam. It is great to hear your voice.
Hey, good morning, Adam.
Well, we didn't have you the last couple weeks because for someone who spends literally their whole life dedicated to these little furry blessings, you had a really, really tough last couple weeks because you had to say goodbye to yours. And I know, just from being good friends with you, know exactly how much Dexter meant to you. And I just hope you know how much I have thought about you and my heart has gone out to you. Where do we stand right now? How is your heart healing? And how are we doing right now? It's just good to hear your voice.
Yeah, well, thank you. And you checked on me multiple times, and it's such a weird thing when people lose a pet because nobody really knows like what to do, what to say. Some people want to like pretend it didn't happen. Some people want every detail. And, you know, as much as I tried to plan and prepare and, you know, human animal bond is something I've studied the last 11 years. I've studied and counseled and spoke about pet loss grief. I host a radio show and talk about people and pets. I became a certified animal Reiki practitioner to help me and Dexter in his senior years and to just try to get as many tools as possible because I knew this was going to be just a crushing blow to me. He was really just such a special, sweet soul. Of course, a dog or a pet is enough to be heartbroken, but he represented just so much more to me, and he was wrapped up in my career. He's what started my career at Woods, and here I am 11 years later, still at Woods. Dexter was the catalyst for a big change in my life, from career, from passion to hobbies. He was just my guy. He was my heart dog, my soulmate. And he was over 13 years old. He was an old Mastiff. I got bonus years with him. I've been trying to prepare to say goodbye to him for years, and this guy just didn't want to leave me. Just as bad as I didn't want him to leave me, he didn't want to leave. But yeah, no. I've been saying goodbye to that dog and tucking him in at night and laying on the ground with him in the morning for the last year, telling him it was okay to go and telling him how much he meant to me and thanked him for everything he did for me. But every morning he got up, wanted his food, wanted his routines, and he just didn't want to go. But a couple weeks ago, he let me know that it was time. And I am so grateful for the many years that we had together. We lived every single day like it was our last day together. So I have absolutely no regrets. I have just so much love. I still feel his presence. I don't feel like I've lost him. But it's just, it just feels different coming home to an empty house for the first time. And, you know, doing the work that I do, surrounded by people that love pets and dogs. And, you know, when you love something so deeply, you see them in everything, right? Like I see him in a butterfly. I see him in the sunset. I see him in a cute puppy. I see him in an old dog. I see him when I look out my window and see all my other neighbors walking their dogs still. You know, it's just going to be a really big transition for me to not have my Dexter, but I am just so grateful for the many years we had together. And, you know, they say with big love comes big loss, and I'm just dealing with that right now.
Yeah, no, I feel you. And you know, I remember that when you kind of, and they let you know, it's almost like angelic the way it happens, because it's like this soul telling you, like, breaking it to you gently, of course, because they're so sweet. Like, my job is done, And Dexter spent a long time here. It's amazing. These big dogs, they don't often, get to spend that much time
Live
here.
that long.
Oh,
Yeah.
unbelievable. But only a person like
Dexter-
Robin with a heart like yours. I mean, you guys were perfect for each other. You really were perfect for each other.
We really were.
Yeah.
And I got to tell you, Dexter at 1.5 years already had hip dysplasia. At about 6 years old, he got diagnosed with kidney issues. And they basically told me, you're not going to have him long. And of course, that rocked my world. And I knew having a big dog, I was praying for 10 good years, and he got to 13 plus. And he just still every freaking day, even if he was in pain, he could barely get up and down off the couch. He couldn't get off his bed some days. Every single day when I got home from work, I put that key in the door and he jumped off that couch. He didn't care if he was going to break a leg or break a hip. That boy jumped and greeted me and, did his circles for his breakfast every morning.
Right.
But I do want to share, and we can talk about this more over the next few months as I go through these grieving stages. But I prayed for a peaceful passing. Unfortunately, in shelters, I see dogs in all sorts of different stages. And sometimes we have to say goodbye to them at shelters. And I counsel people, and I get phone calls every day from people who have said goodbye to their pet or going through emergencies. Peaceful passings are a blessing, and it does not happen often enough. You can plan. Like, I know it's scary and it's painful. I've shared with you over the last few months, I was dealing with anticipatory grief. I was wondering every single day for months if this was my last day with him. It was pretty torturous, but I also tried to stay really present with him and not share those emotions with him. But I planned the most peaceful passing, and I am eternally grateful for that. I've lost both of my parents on hospice. I hear stories of people having to rush their pet, don't know where to take them. They need to be euthanized. Do yourself a favor, make a plan now. I had a plan in place. I was in communication with my vet. I used an at-home service. Dexter passed in my living room floor on his favorite bed, tucked into a rainbow unicorn blanket with candles and sage and incense and music playing. And he was eating tortillas and listening to Fleetwood Mac. His favorite treat was tortillas.
Right.
But he took his last breath listening to Landslide by Fleetwood Mac and eating tortillas. And I could not have planned it any better. Like, if I had to say goodbye to him, it was as perfect as it could be. So do yourself a favor, make a plan, and think about the end of your pet's life just as much as you do the rest of its life.
Yeah. Well, we're going to talk about Dexter in a second, how you can honor him and honor even maybe a dog that you're missing. But before we tell you how you can do that this weekend, let's talk about the pet of the week. Tigger is a really cute dog with a lot of great markings and a really sweet looking dog.
Yes. Yeah, he's been at Woods for a little while. He got there about a month ago, and we really think he's a unique boy. Just like Tigger in Winnie the Pooh, he is just all about running, jumping, and playing. He's a 2-year-old husky mix of some sort. He's got the most cute ears and markings. So check him out. He's up on our website, social media. Of course, follow us on Instagram and Facebook. He's a young pup, like so many other shelter dogs who are just bored in his kennel. He wants to go. He wants to be an adventure buddy, a hiking buddy, a running buddy, a beach boy. So we've got lots of dogs, puppies, cats, kittens at Woods. Follow us on social media, share those posts, make those donations, help us save more animals like Tigger who needs a home.
Okay, let's honor Dexter this weekend. We're doing a big walk. This sounds like a lot of fun. What's the deets?
Yeah, you know me, I'm a planner and I got to do stuff. So I immediately 1 month, so Dexter passed on July 2nd. On August 2nd, I'm gathering with anybody who wants to come out and walk with us at one of his favorite spots. It's going to be in Morro Bay at Coleman Park. And that's kind of right by the stacks. And then we're going to take a walk out to the rock, and I'm going to have pup cups and homemade treats and tie-dye bandanas. I'm going to try to raise some donations for Woods so I can get a forever plaque for my Dexter boy. We met at Woods, started my career. I got to have a plaque for him at Woods. So join us. If you want to bring your dog, if you don't want to bring your dog, if you love dogs, if you've ever lost a pet, if you like me, if you met Dexter, come out and walk with us. Give me a hug. Follow me on Instagram. I'm going to be sharing some of this process and these events that I do. And of course, my Instagram is Robin Really Loves Dogs.
Well, you know what? It's amazing that one of the biggest gifts that Dexter will give all of us through you, Robin, is the ability to communicate what these moments right now are like.
Yeah.
And you have the pedestal and the soapbox to do it. You're with an organization that is no better primed to put you in that position and talk to people about it. And it's all because Dexter and you have this special relationship that now you're able to share even the hardest part about Dexter's relationship with you, losing him. You're now able to share that with people and create like a real connection. So it's another amazing blessing that Dexter is giving us, and only a dog that loves us this much, like a Dexter, would be able to come through like that. Unbelievable.
Well, you're right, and I've spent the last few weeks just hiding in a hole. I really I feel like I lost myself. Like
I tried to get you out. Dexter, I know. I want to see you. I can't wait to see you. Even though I want to crawl in a hole and not ever talk about it and not ever look at his photo or any of those things that I want to hide from it, but I need to embrace it. I need to what I'm calling it, my tagline is do it for Dex. Every shelter is filled with Dexters, so I want to continue to help more Dexters, more pets in need, because they come into our lives and they do this, they change it and they make it better. Right.
So join me on August 2nd. It's starting at 11:11 in Morro Bay. And again, you can follow me at Robin Really Loves Dogs on Instagram, and Adam knows how to reach me if anybody wants to reach out to me.
Yeah, all links in the show notes. Robin, thank you so much. Love you, gal. We'll talk really soon. And
okay, I can't wait to get a big hug from you soon.
I know. It's so good to hear your voice. Thank you for being here. Thanks for being up and Adam.
Okay,
today.
thanks, Adam.
Some say life is where it begins. Straight to the stars is where it ends. Only to start again. Let's start again. We'll start again. Let's start again.